also kind of backing up the whole bus thing in London, telling everyone how much they've had to ramp it up just to keep the fear going. So I came across this. So it's on the news on a daily basis, it's nearly every other report, but no, we've just got to keep ramping up the fear, just got to keep sticking it down people's throats. Just like that black bus in London on the tannoy. So now we've got this is our equivalent by the look of it, because apparently people aren't reminded enough that every day is a miserable day, every day is lockdown day. But no, we need a bit more, just a little bit more. If we can't get them confused, we'll get them afraid. So 12 months in, and we're still at this. 3 lockdowns, still nowhere clear in sight. Matt Hancock doesn't make it clear, doesn't say how effective the vaccine's going to be, doesn't say even if it's going to work, and even if it does work, he's still like the restrictions in place. So I don't really see what the point is. So we've got some more footage there. You see, that's a good thing there. Leave home for essential activities. It's all essential. Food, medical reasons, exercise, education or work. Well, education is a statutory instrument anyway. You have to take your kids to school or you'll land in court. And as for working, well, how do you think the gas, electric and food gets paid? So it's all essential. My dad's worked all his life as a builder, and for what? To be told to sit at home on furlough because he was never essential in the first place? No, but you were quite happy to take his tax off him. You were quite happy for that. But all of a sudden, nah, your skills don't mean squat. You see, they have these messages here, look, the 20 seconds for washing your hands. Just treating people like children. Like people aren't depressed enough as it is. Well, people just don't get it, so we've just got to keep on ramping it up. Unbelievable. I'm just waiting for one of our buses in town to be sprayed black with a tannoy saying that if you bend the rules, you're just going to kill people. Because that gets you going, doesn't it, folks? When you're accused of killing folk. Play your part. What part? It's interesting, because actually part of that word actually spells art. Art means performing arts. So is it an act? No idea. Stay home, save lives, which is ironic considering the van's packed in the busiest supermarket area in Scarborough. Can't open up the independent shops, but these big four, they're allowed to take over, they're allowed to operate. That's okay. But this fella, that's alright, we'll just keep ticking over. Yep, need to limit friends and family, which is fine. I'm a terrible family member anyway. I don't really speak to them, and they don't really like visiting, and I don't really like visiting them, so I'm pretty covered on that one. Let's have a look what we got. Stay at home. Support bubble. See, support bubble. Kids blow bubbles. So this is basically it, guys. This is just one step away from the black bus shouting out words of death, which is all we need. Let's have a look. Any other size. So if you're single and you're depressed, you've got no friends and family, you're alright. You can visit another household. So you can visit the Waltons. What's interesting here is there's no survival statistics. They don't tell you what the percentages of the people who've actually contracted this and actually survived. It's interesting how they've missed that little bit off. Weird. It's interesting how they don't tell you that there's 1,200 hospitals in the United Kingdom. They tell you that there's 36,000 people admitted, but if you divide that by the number of hospitals that we have, it comes to about 32 people, which is about the average size of a ward. So if you dotted every single one of them throughout the UK, it actually wouldn't be at breaking point. What's also interesting is the average hospital keeps 2 wards every year closed down during the summer because they don't need them, and when it's flu and pneumonia season, which is the winter time, they open them up. Well, I know 3 people in 3 different hospitals who've told me that their wards that normally open up for flu have remained closed this year, and they've never been so quiet. So unless all those 3 people in 3 different hospitals are lying, I'm not seeing it. 100,000 deaths. Okay, alright, we'll play that game then. Is that 100,000 autopsies then? Because there's a difference here, folks. There's a difference between dying with COVID and dying of COVID. And if you hear that both BBC and Sky, they like to play with the words of and with, and you need to be very careful when they do this. Let's carry on working together, protect everyone around us. Well, when politicians aren't exactly going hungry and they've got their paycheck coming in, win, lose or draw, at everyone else's expense, you can afford to play that game, I suppose. Protect the NHS. I'm pretty sure the NHS is supposed to protect sick people. Pretty sure it should be the other way around. Now, you've also got to consider, folks, that in world history, we've never actually done this during a virus. We've never isolated the healthy. What we used to do in medieval and feudal times is we'd take the sick to the nearest abbey or to the nearest farm, isolate it, put guards on it, and allow the healthy people to tick over. We've never ever done it the other way. If you go all the way back to the Magna Carta of 1215 and read all the scriptures all the way up to the 16th and 17th century, we've never done it this way around. That's something else the history books don't tell you right now. Wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. How have they worked that out? How have they worked that out that it's 20 seconds? What if it's 19? What if it's 21 seconds? What if you didn't use the right soap? Is it warm water? Is it hot? Is it cold? I don't know. But no. So, I just thought this will tile up with my bus one. There you go. Yep. That's basically it. So, that's basically that one. No doubt it's recorded, so then the local authorities can pull me later for some nonsense that they'll have to try and find. They'll probably try and dig out some legislation from 1913. Probably sabotage or something like that. Just what they did before World War I. So good luck with that piece of legislation. See, it's interesting. We need to limit the spread of COVID so we can be with friends and family again. No. No, we've, I'd say 99% of the population's done as it's told for 12 months, and what have they got for trouble? No Christmas, no summer, the jobs are shaky, no, and there's no clear roadmap on the way out of this. So how does that work then? No? No roadmap out? No? Stop filming now, have you? No? Okay. So that's pretty much, let's have a look there. See, what's interesting is if you look at the government website as well, it actually says that this virus actually downgraded last March. But once they found it, it got to a certain point and they said, no, virus is downgraded, we don't need to worry. Right, there you go. That's obviously a phone call to the police or to the council or somebody. Help, help, help. See, they want you to stand by this thing and walk past it and be afraid and be terrified, but the second you film it, it becomes a bit of an issue, doesn't it? So it's okay to visualise it and walk on, but it's not okay to make a record of it. I wonder if he's acting in commerce right now. I wonder if Sainsbury's knows that this placard of fear is